Hello everyone and welcome back to the Inclusion Coach. My name's Rebecca and I am your Inclusion Coach. I've been researching algorithms and their impact on inclusion this week, and I thought I'd share my findings with you. I've been grumbling on LinkedIn forever about the way the algorithm appears to suppress social justice posts, and I wanted to understand more about them. I wanted to understand how they work and how they influence what we see in our social media feeds. Well, it's been quite the eye-opener. The first thing I wanted to do was understand the difference between an algorithm and artificial intelligence, or AI. An algorithm is a series of instructions to a computer, telling it to transform data into useful information. But useful to whom? Well, businesses, of course. Businesses want to track trends. They want to be able to capitalize on those trends to make more money. That could be by using our browsing history to show us tailored adverts, or remembering us when we return to a website, knowing what we've browsed before and showing us things that will take us further in our purchasing, for example. AI simulates human intelligence and decision-making, and by gobbling up vast quantities of this information, it learns to track trends, correlations, and make decisions based on the information it receives. For example, let's say you check the price of a flight so that you can budget for your holiday. And then when you've decided what you're doing, you go back to book the flight, and lo and behold, the price has shot up. That is AI driving that price hike. So AI picks up the algorithms that say, this person's checked out this flight before, and now they are committed and ready to buy. Or possibly lots of people are buying this flight, which makes them more valuable, so let's put the price up. But it's not just about making money. AI is increasingly being used in medical diagnosis, and in some cases can diagnose more accurately than humans. Although that fell a bit flat with a dermatology AI software, which was there to spot cancerous lesions. It had been shown lots of pictures of what a cancerous lesion looks like, and one of the things that the algorithm spotted was that a cancerous lesion has a little ruler next to it to show the scale of the lesion. So it now started primarily looking for the presence of a ruler, and when the ruler wasn't there, it decided it wasn't cancerous. AI is used in social media to use algorithms to show us the content that it thinks we'll like. And it also tracks our success in engagement with our content. The more success we have, the more engagement, the more our posts are shown to other people. And algorithms on social media also detect content that it doesn't want people to see. More about that in a moment. So algorithms can exist without AI, but AI needs those algorithms in order to do its job. So why do we talk about algorithmic bias if it's AI that's making the decision whether to show or suppress information? It's because AI can only make decisions based on the exact information it receives from the algorithm. AI isn't yet powerful enough to ask itself, what perspectives are missing? It's not powerful enough to go, I think we need a bit of nuance here. I think we need some balance. It's the algorithms that contain the bias. But if algorithms are simply collecting data, how on earth can it be biased? Well, it's because people write the algorithms. For example, imagine I'm coding an algorithm to create a piece of AI software that makes decisions about what care people with Parkinson's disease receive. I know quite a lot about Parkinson's disease because I care for my mum who has it. But I'm a white woman caring for another white woman. I can research the experiences of others who have Parkinson's disease in an attempt to de-bias my algorithm, but there will always be unknown unknowns, things that would only come up from people with the direct lived experience of Parkinson's disease. So my algorithm may not contain crucial information that would change the decision of the AI about the care that men or people from the global majority would receive, because it's based on the experiences of a white woman. PwC recently published research into algorithmic bias and trust in AI. Their report says, people write the algorithms, people choose the data used by algorithms, and people decide how to apply the results of the algorithms. Without diverse teams and rigorous testing, it can be too easy for people to let subtle, unconscious biases enter, which AI then automates and perpetuates. That's why it's so critical for the data scientists and business leads who develop and instruct AI models to test their programs to identify problems and potential bias. So how does algorithmic bias show up? A study found that facial recognition AI misidentifies people with black and brown skin more often than people with white skin. If police use that facial recognition AI, it increases the chances of them unjustly apprehending or arresting somebody on the basis of it. And indeed, this has already happened. In USA financial services, several mortgage algorithms have already been proved to charge Black and Latino people higher interest rates. And of course, there's the famous example of Amazon scrapping its recruitment AI because the system learned that women don't get the top jobs, so it started automatically rejecting women applicants. So businesses have a responsibility to ensure that their algorithms are ethical and non-discriminatory. That's harder than it sounds, but reportedly it's one of the top concerns of business leaders. More on that in a minute. But for now, let's look at how algorithmic bias impacts social media. Until I started posting regularly on LinkedIn and wanting to understand how to get the best reach for my content, I naively thought that everything I wrote would be shown to everyone in my network. No. The algorithm looks at what I write, and AI decides who to show it to. The algorithms for all social media platforms are easy to find on Google. They will publish their general themes because it's in their interests for all of their users to extend their reach. They don't share the exact algorithm, however. What I wanted to know about the LinkedIn algorithm in particular is why it appears to suppress social justice content. In my own experience, having spent a little while analysing my posts and the engagement with them, I've noticed that, with one notable exception, any posts about anti-racism or pro-trans tend to be shown to far fewer people. And I've been shadow banned for no particular reason that I can see. Shadow banning is when a social media platform doesn't show a user's content to the people in their network, but the user themselves isn't aware of it. Normally doesn't last very long. And I'm not saying for a minute that it's just social justice posts. Shadow banning happens when users don't comply with the rules of the platform. But often we don't know why we've been shadow banned. So people on social media are finding ways to use language in a different way to elude the algorithm. For example, using a white circle instead of the word white. And on TikTok right now, mascara is used as a term to talk about sex and abusive relationships to get around the very strict rules on TikTok that you don't talk about that. When we get banned by a social media platform, the ban decision hasn't been made by a person who's looked at our stuff and gone, oh, no, we can't have that. It's been done by AI using the algorithm. But of course, the people write the algorithms that decide who gets banned. And the power to suppress some viewpoints and promote others is a worrying AI capability. Someone should be keeping them ethical and accountable, shouldn't they? And if it's widely acknowledged across businesses and industries that bias is present in algorithms, then something needs to be done, right? Well, regulation of AI is a debate going on right now. This week, OpenAI's chief executive has been testifying before the US Senate about the future of AI. And AI regulation really polarizes opinion. Some people see it as impossible and too early. AI is pretty much in its infancy. We have no idea what it's going to look like in even 5 years. So regulations created now may not be fit for purpose in a very short time. Others see it as essential to do it now to prevent the global chaos that would ensue if AI, for example, secretly meddles in elections and continues to decide how and what information to share with the world. The question is, who should regulate? Should it be a global thing like GDPR? Should it be at a country level? Every country has their own AI regulation in collaboration with others. And all of this knowing that big tech can run rings around anyone, the lay people who don't understand, really deeply understand artificial intelligence and its capabilities. And being the only ones who understand it, big tech could hold incredible power as the gatekeepers of any global or national AI regulation. So, wow. The impact of algorithmic bias is far greater than I'd ever imagined when I started looking into it. From what I can see, Pandora's box is well and truly open, and I am waiting with interest to see what happens next. That's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.